News Told the Bronx reporter Aisha McKenzie has this inspiring story.
Henry UKAZU is a legal coordinator.
Do you have some gut? Have you got the nerve? Alright, at the end of today's story, you would be able to tell how courageous you are. Today, we're going to be sharing the story. Well, let me say it this way. Henry would be sharing his story of how he left his lucrative job in the city of New York after they wouldn't grant him the permission to travel to Nigeria to go visit his grandmother. And what happened when Henry came back to America. Guys, it's a very good story today. Alright, if it's something you're interested in, come on, let's go together. Hello everyone, you are welcome to Real Talk with Bumi channel. On this channel we'll bring you real life story. If it ain't real Talk with Bumi, I'm there. We'll bring you real life inspirations, we'll bring you real life stories. Stories are meant for different purposes, for correction, for inspiration, for reproofs. We'll bring you all manners of this life story. So if you love what you see, please subscribe on this channel and let's rock it all together. Yes, please like this video, leave me a comment. I love to interact with everyone, and also leave Henry a question if you have a question for Henry. Please go ahead and share this video. Let's spread the positivity, let's spread the goodness, let's spread everything nice throughout the whole world. And today, before I go into today's video, there is someone special that I want to give a shout out to, and that's the person of Mr. Ghana baby, Mr. African baby, WODE Maya. He's someone who has been changing the narrative of Africa in his own way, and we are on the road to 1 million subscribers. Hooray! Please, if you're not subscribed to WODE Maya's channel, go ahead on his channel. It's gonna be in my description box, and even if it's not there, just put WODE Maya on YouTube. Come on now, you don't know WODE Maya? Come on, please go and support him, subscribe to his channel, and let's hit that 1 million soon. Thank you very much, everyone. All right, let's dive into today's story. Today, we're going to be sharing the story of Henry UKAZU, the brave one. Even before I even do anything, let's listen to how Chief Dele Momodu described Henry.
We have contributors, Henry UKAZU from New York, an attorney. He writes for us every Saturday in the Boston newspapers. And he's very good in the areas of leadership. Henry UKAZU, I call him Henry the Great, the New Yorker. So please try and check out the Boston newspapers. All
right, guys, so you have an idea of who Henry is. Henry is a legal practitioner in the city of New York, and well, I don't want to tell his story. Henry is right here to tell his own story. But before we go into the story, please, Henry has a YouTube channel. I would love for you guys to please show him some love, show him some support on his YouTube channel. It's going to be right in my description box. And as well, he's on Instagram. I'm going to leave all of those information. Go follow Henry. Please support him. And if you're going from Real Talk with Bumi channel, please comment from Real Talk with Bumi channel so that I would be there to appreciate you. Thank you very much. Anyways, the next voice you're going to be hearing right now is going to be Henry's. Let's all listen to his story.
Hello, good morning. Depending on where you are in the world, my name is Henry UKAZU, and I'm here to share with you guys a story of how I traveled to Nigeria to see my late grandmom and how God has blessed me since then. I think this story will be nice because it will go a longer way to reinforce the feeling that blessings are real, especially when it comes from blessings from your parents and life generally. So just give me your ears, and I believe you guys will literally like it. So in 2017, yes, I can remember, I published my first book. Look at the book here, Design Your Destiny, Actualizing Your Birthright to Success. I would strongly advise you guys to get a copy of the book because you will love it, and it will transform your life very well, like it did for me. So when I published this first book, I was doing a great job here in the US, okay, and I was marketing the book. So the book gained some traction in the US. So people in Nigeria, my home country, wanted to have a copy of the book. So they said, Henry, please, can you come back and we need a copy of this book. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? I think I can also publish this book in Nigeria. So I began the process and I published the book in Nigeria. So again, people still want me to come back home. So I said, you know what? Again, My grandmom has been telling me, Henry, I want to see you, Henry, I want to see you. Please just come back. I want to see you. Because every now and then she appears to me on my dream. So I said, okay, I will take that bold step to go see her. Okay, so I went to my job and told them I want to travel. And they said, no, you cannot travel. You've been there for about a year. You need some time. I was like, okay, you know what? Family is first for me. I thought about it. So I spoke to one of my mentors, told him, I want to resign from this job and travel to my grandma. So he asked me a question. How do you feel when you resign? How do you feel? I told him, well, I believe I'll be at peace. He says, Henry, that is all that matters. Once you are at peace with yourself, just go with the flow. So I told my family and friends, some people say that something like unwise, you can want to leave your job. Do you have any other security when you're coming back? I said, I have no other job. So okay, it doesn't make sense. I was like, okay, this is what it is. So I took the boot by the horn and I traveled. Okay, so I'm getting to Nigeria. I saw my grandmom. She was very, very happy. She was elated with joy. So I planned to stay like 5 days with her, but at the end of the day, I stayed like 2 weeks with her. And before I left, she prayed for me. She blessed me. And you guys can check out the videos out there on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook. They're all there. Okay?
Amen.
And I left the country. Came back to the US. I had no job. It was literally tough. Trust me, it was literally tough. Okay? And I was just wondering, how will I survive? But as God may have it again, I got an opportunity to work in a very corporate organization, and one thing led to another. Today, I am right here reaping the fruit of the labor. But what am I trying to say now is that I remember one of those fateful days when I was on the streets of New York City, right? So I had no job, as you guys know then. I was just literally marketing my book. So I met a young man on the street of New York, okay? And I told him about my book and everything. This man was on the TV. Trust me, he was on the TV like in his 12, okay? Here in New York City. And he gave me his card and his number. To me, I was like, you know what? I'm just trying, this guy is trying to be nice. So he gave me his card. I said, hey, keep in touch with me. I did. So I called him a couple of times, texted him, sent him message, emails. There was no response. I left. I didn't even bother too much. But fast forwarded down to 2020 when Donald Trump did a travel ban. So New York Times interviewed me. So when New York Times interviewed me, this same young man told his boss at the office that I know him. I will get in touch with him. So he went on Instagram, reached out to me on Instagram. I was like, what? Are you for real? He now texts me on my cell phone. I was shocked. Like literally, Anthony Carlos, you have my phone number. So he said, Henry, please come to the studio. I want you to speak about this travel ban at Starfest Nigeria. I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Went to the studio and I spoke about that TV on the TV. It was like, wow.
And an effort to make the U.S. safer by restricting immigration. Local civil rights groups now fighting back after 6 more countries are added to the list. News 12 The Bronx reporter Anthony Carlo has the story.
It's been a very traumatic time for Nigerians and for me personally.
Henry Uzaku is originally from Nigeria. He became a U.S. citizen in 2016 and now lives in the Bronx. President Trump now suspending immigrant visas for Nigerians seeking to live in the U.S.
It's going to have an effect because we have a lot of values we give to the U.S. government here. Most of us who are here, we are highly productive. And after I finished that, he was so impressed with what happened. He said, Henry, I know you have a program on youth leadership. I know you have a book on leadership and self-discovery and purpose. And I see you are doing amazing work in the community. We can interview you on that. And I said, okay, wow, be my guest. And I was so happy. Okay. And they came to my house, they interviewed me, and that news alone blew me up on the TV. You guys can look it up. Let's look it up. Okay, Henry Ricardo on News 12. It was so big, it was so massive.
This report, we meet a man who is destined to make sure the youth in the borough reach their full potential, no matter the choices they make in life, letting them know that there's always another way. News 12 The Bronx reporter Aisha McKenzie has this inspiring story.
Henry UKAZU is a legal coordinator at Rikers Island.
It is just a work. I just do my work and I leave. But because I have a passion for the black man of color, and then to really help them and let them know that there's more to life.
And his passion is to bring out the drive in others.
I have an opportunity to really mentor, to really guide, to really advocate, and to really help people to fulfill their destiny and help them with anything concerning how to improve their life.
Back in Nigeria, UKAZU studied law, and when he came here to the United States in 2008, he continued his studies at the New York Law School, knowing he wanted to use his education to help young people. And with his position at Rikers, he is able to help inmates with much more than legal work.
I try to assist them how they can unleash their potentials, because it's very, very important.
All of UKAZU's teachings can be found in his book titled Design Your Destiny, Actualizing Your Birthright to Success. Now, he uses what's in these pages to not only mentor those incarcerated, but also to encourage youth here in the borough, speaking at colleges, high schools, middle schools, and youth organizations through his mentorship program.
I want to help young kids in high school and in colleges to really discover themselves.
UKAZU is in the process of forming a nonprofit to continue his work here in the Bronx and beyond.
Once you know you have a purpose in this life, then you will know that you have a choice to make. You don't believe you're a failure, because you can still unleash your potentials.
Aisha McKenzie, News 12 The Bronx.
Now, what am I trying to say? The point there is that, assuming I did not travel to see my grandma, that was the first step. Okay? I would have still been working in my job, right? And they were paying me a decent amount of money. Okay? That's what it is. But guess what? That travel I traveled to Nigeria, in all honesty, I kid you not, in all honesty, that was what made me to come back to New York City with no job. I was literally on the streets of New York City looking for who would give me a job, marketing my book, and speaking to people. But guess what? During the process, I met somebody on the streets who was on the TV. You see how God works. The ways of God is different from the ways of man. Now you might think, why would this man be at this particular spot on the TV on this day? And why will I also leave my house to be on that same particular spot? It was so real. It was like I can't even comprehend it. And he gave me his direct phone number. Who does that? Trust me, I have met many people here in the US who work on the TV, on newspapers, on the publishing firms. None has given me their cell phone number. None has given me their direct email address. They will give me the company's email address or the company's phone number. But this man gave me his direct access. And what happened down the line? When it was right for God to remember me, to bless me, he did that. So I will also say that the blessing from my grandmom also played a bigger role in it. Because guess what? That is one of the best things that has happened to me in this country. Why? Because that book I wrote, the book that I wrote, has been a blessing to me. Internationally, I have been known all over the world just because of that book. And again, when New York Times interviewed me, you can't beat that. And the New York Times interviewed you, that was big. And then I was again on the news on this same book. News 12 is the biggest regional news in America. So they were so big. So it's been one opportunity or the other. So what am I trying to say is that when you have the prompt to do a particular thing, people might not believe you. But when you believe in yourself and have the right promptings, the intuition in you, that is all that matters. Your father might not believe in you, and that's okay. Your mom might not believe in you, that's okay. Even your siblings, even your wife, even your husband, your children, they might not believe in you. But guess what? All you need is to look at your inner heart. I always liken myself to the word of God in 1 John 4:4, which says, if the word is telling you you cannot do it, and you know you can do it, you will succeed. Because he that's in you is greater and stronger than he that's in the world. Let me repeat that again. If the whole world is telling you you cannot do it, and you know you can do it, you will succeed. Because he that is in you is greater and stronger than he that's in the world. But if the whole world is telling you you can do it, and you know you cannot do it, trust me, you will fail. Just like Henry Ford says, if you think you can, you are right. If you think you can't, you are right. Either way, you are right. So whether you think you can or you cannot, you are either right. So for me, when I was resigning from my job, I knew that the tax would be hard. Trust me, I knew it would be hard. And there was no security of coming back. But the bigger picture I felt in my mind is that, when I see my grandmom and she prays for me and blesses me, that is all I needed to see. And to crown it all, do you know, after I traveled to Nigeria, that was in 2017, yes, I never got to see my grandmom again until she passed away. So you see that whenever you have the opportunity to do anything, please just do it. Follow your heart. Okay? I took a risk, but that was a reasonable risk. It was not like a foolish risk. I knew what I was up to. And trust me, I paid the price on the line. Because why? I knew the future I was trying to gain. So I know wherever my grandmother is right now, she's praying for me and she'll be so happy for me. So I want to encourage each and every one of you. Please, do not take your parents for granted. If your dad is still living, your mom is still living, I don't care what may have happened. Trust me, they have the secret to your life. To some extent or to a reasonable extent. You might not believe it, you might not think about it, yeah, but trust me, to some extent or to a reasonable extent, they have it. Remember, they were the one that brought you into this world. They were the one that brought you into this world. So God gave them everything they needed to make you survive. And they trained you. So whenever they bless you, trust me, it has a greater effect in your life. There's no one on earth that can bless you more than your biological father or your biological mother. There is nobody on earth. If you meet any man of God or anybody, trust me, they will not bless you compared to your parents. So if you give your father, no matter the little amount of money you give to your father or your mom, trust me, and they pray for you and they're happy for you, it has a greater effect. No matter whatever you do internationally, it has a greater effect. It's just like on your wedding day, if you're a lady, your mom comes and prays for you, blesses your womb, touches you, your father lays hand on you, forget it. You will not struggle. Even though you struggle, it's just for temporary. So there are blessings that comes with some of these things, but sometimes again, people don't really know. So I thought it nice just to make this video, because one time I shared it on Instagram and people were like, oh wow, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, it went viral. So I thought it nice just to come up and share with you guys. So please feel free to reach out to me if you want to know more about these stories. It's just practical. I don't make it up. This is my life. If you check on YouTube, you will see my grandmother blessing me on my book. And it's been one blessing or the other. And that was why after Newyork interviewed me and New York interviewed me, I had to form my company, GLOMI, Global Empowerment and Mentor Initiative, which focuses on helping people to discover their purpose and to unleash their potentials. So my very good friends, I don't know what your case might be. Do not be hard on yourself. Don't think the world has left you. The God that did it for me will surely do it for you. So I just thought it's nice to share with you guys. So for now, it is bye from Ricardo. So take care and have a blissful day. Bye.
All right, guys, as you have all heard, there is some knives and some guts. But he had to follow his mind and follow his heart and do what he's got to do. And you guys can see how what he did landed him on the TV station, one of the biggest TV station, local TV station in New York. So, if you are someone here today and you are wondering that you want to do something, but something is holding you back and you don't have the nerve or the guts, maybe, hey, let this story inspire you. Because the truth is, we all do not know what life has in stock for us. Sometimes we've got to take that bold move. Maybe it's high time for you to take that bold step. It's high time for you to leave that job that you always dreaded, and make sure that, I don't know how to advise you best, because this is what we call risk. But when you take that risk, before you take it, maybe make sure that, I don't know, this is a hard one, but follow your heart. Follow the peace in your mind. If you have peace towards making that decision, go ahead and make it. A lot of time we don't know what is, what is gonna be the next thing, the next move for us. If you take a particular move, you never know how it's gonna be until you do that. So follow the peace within your heart. Follow what your heart tells you. Pray to God and let him direct you in that next step. Thank you very much, Henry, for sharing your story today. Thank you for coming on Real Talk with Bumi channel. I do appreciate you. God bless you so much. Anyways, we have come to the end of today's story, and you would all agree with me that it's a beautiful, beautiful story. And guys, please go ahead and support me. Subscribe to my channel. Please let me grow beyond this. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Let's make that happen. And when you share this video, you are also helping this channel grow. You are helping my algorithm. You are helping me have new subscribers. So please go ahead and support me. Support me. I beg of you. Thank you so much. And surely, I will see you in my next video.